Well, yo ho ho. Who do we have here now? Ha come here, you. Ha I haven't seen you since they made you walk the plank. It's your good friend, cyberspace Captain XO, here for an episode of Xero.style. Look at this beautiful weather here on Earth. Good. I could really do without this flying white stuff falling from the sky, but Zero and his children seem to like it for some reason, so here we are anyhow. What? Oh, you want to see what's in me pockets? All right, matey. Are you ready, kids? Aye, Captain. I can't hear you. Aye, Captain. Who's got pocket full of EDC? Captain Zero. Okay, no, for real, I'm not gonna do that. This be the notorious EDC AGP, the all-good pouch in that dark camo aesthetic. Here be the Ranger Eye selection that I got for you this week. I hate it here in this winter nonsense. From the Data Crew. You know, from Transmetropolitan, Spider Jerusalem, the new scum. Come on, you don't read comics, you nerd. Also, check out the new Skeleton Reaper. I love it. The little DC logo, and the sad boys. From Antiquated EDC, we got the blackout pixel flamey boy, a plague fuckface, and a zerofeud troll face. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Also on the outside here, from 52 Graves and on black, we've got this nice little key holder. I like putting this on the backside of a pouch because it gives you a little bit of extra grip on it, mateys. I've replaced me zipper pulls, as always. This is a glow-in-the-dark whiteout OEG EDC one-eyed ghost bead. And a green and black plague and koch tools skull for the outer exterior zipper pocket. Zip this thing all the way around and open it up, and we can take a peek at the gear that I've got in here this week. You'll notice I've got my keys attached here to the little key loop. Each of these dividers are actually elastic webbing. I'm not utilizing them on this side for reasons will soon be shown, but you can take a look. There's multiple different sections here in these dividers, making it easy for you to carry a myriad of different styles and sizes of gear. In the zippered pocket here on this side, I've got my little bit kit. It's a cross-section of 3 different hardened wiha bits. Perfect flathead / standard, Phillips, hex, squares, anything you can need to get in and out of something with a screwdriver is hidden here on that zipper pocket. The other side here holds most of the other actual gear. Let's start with that knife, shall we? From Fox Knives, the Voxnays designed baby core in natural linen micarta. Got that customized with a lynchnw bronze anode deep carry clip and a Combat Beads full-sized concealed micarta bead. This is just a little fidget spinner bead made out of micarta. It serves no other purpose but giving you a little bit of extra grip on a knife that's a little bit shorter. I personally like a smaller knife, whether you're using the flipper tab here on one side, sticking your thumb or your middle finger here in the little hole. I won't call it a spidey hole because this is not a spider coat. It'd be colder than a 3-toed sloth from Ice Planet Hoth out here. To the lab, mateys, yo-ho! That'd be much better. There we are. You know I be doing text art. The number xero.style be me website. Where was I? As I was saying, the Fox Knives baby core in natural linen micarta be one of me favorite knives. Made in Italy, designed by Voxnays, M390 steel. And look at the slicey belly on this blade profile. Yes, it's dirty. I'm a pirate. I don't clean my stuff. Get out of here. There, you happy? Look at the cool little Fox Knives logo on the one side. Nice look at that beautiful cross-cut micarta. Little peek at the combat bead. We've got a beautiful brass back spacer for a little bit of slammy action if you need it. And the Vox Bomb logo. The M390 brandished directly on the blade. A nice sharpening choil here, the flipper tab, and a classic liner lock to close the whole thing out. It's a simple knife. There's not a lot to it, but I love it. Back to the pouch. Slide it right here, and it's perfectly secure. Next, I want to talk about this, the bigidesign TI-EDC wrench, mateys. This is an old Swedish wrench design. Spinning this little section right here moves the front plate and allows you to adjust what size bolt you're going to be unscrewing. This is an amazing little tool. It's made of titanium, so it weighs nothing, yet it's totally solid. It'd be able to attack bolts between 5 and 19 millimeters, mateys. There's not a ton to say about this thing, except for if you're a weak weenie like me, and you don't have the arm strength, this tool is great. I don't use it every day, but it's worth putting in the pouch for those times that I do need it. Slide it back in here, and we'll pull out the screwdriver for today. Or I should say every day, shouldn't I? This be me everyday screwdriver. The Silex Gear Fix, mateys. This is a solid aluminum piece of blackened metal with a series of magnets, bits, and a bit extender put into it. There is zero branding anywhere to be found on this tool. Here on the side, we've got our bits themselves. We're carrying hardened wiha bits. They are magnetized into the side of the driver. These things slide right in here, and then they're not going anywhere, no matter how hard you shake it. So if we want to take our Phillips here, we can put it right into the end and use it as a screwdriver, no problem. But if you need a little extra length, pop out the bit extender. Put that right in the same spot. Put your bit in the tip, and now you've almost doubled the length. But once again, if you're too weak and you really need to wrench something, you can put this right here in the side and get yourself some serious torque with this screwdriver. I love this thing. This tool helps me every single day. As a computer nerd and space pirate, this thing is just something that I need all of the time. Versatile. I carry a standard and Phillips one on a side, and then I've got a T6 and a T8 on the other side here. The perfect little setup for almost every single use. But then, as I showed you before, a little sneak peek earlier, I've got a whole set of other hardened wiha bits right in this pouch ready to go. This material is nice and flexy. It allows the pouch to move around and also makes it pretty easy to pull these out without them just falling and spilling out all of the time. This little rubber piece is great, highly recommended. It lives here in the zippered section, the inside of the pouch. It's a thick boy, so with the patches, that's all I carry on that side. All the tools go over here in this section. Next, I want to talk about me keys. This be the Keybar JR in green micarta and titanium. Lovely tumbled finish on there. I've got 2 blank Schillig keys in here right now, just so I can give you a quick demonstration. So I've got a little lock from Xero's lock-picking lab. I'll flip the key out here, stick it right in, and then you would unlock it like you would normally. Right? It's a key and a lock. You understand how this works, right? Very nice. So the idea with these be, you put, I don't know, 2 to 5 keys in them. You can see here I've not put spaces in the back on purpose, so you can see I've got a large flathead screw with a rubber O-ring or grommet, and then just a screw that goes between the 2 pieces. It's the same style over here, but I've got washers between each of these to allow the keys to slide a little bit nicer. Depending on how tight you make these screws, that's how easy or difficult the action will be with the key. Since these are 2 keys I'm showing off for a YouTube video, I didn't want to actually use my real keys, so I figured we'll just put some blanks in here and show you how it works. The way the keys stick out just slightly on either side, it gives you just enough room to kind of get your thumb on there and slide out the one that you want. Some people like doing it on the top, some people like the bottom, some people like it left-handed right. It doesn't really matter, mateys. The Keybar JR is a very nice key organizer, absolutely ambidextrous, and ready to go whenever you need to open your locks. As you can see, mateys, even if this unscrewed quite a bit, it ain't going nowheres. Ha-ha! bar. I also wanted to call this little piece out here. This is an attachment for the key bar. This is a multi-tool with a little bit of blue anodizing on their logo here, made out of titanium, so it's super lightweight. On one side here, this kind of is a flipper that allows it to come in and out of the tool pretty easily, but it's also a file. We've got a little grip right here, a bottle opener, and then this hybrid flathead screwdriver, scraper, and pry bar. This is my favorite bit, if we're being honest here. As well as on the back, a ruler. Not a huge one, but enough that you could use it multiple times and actually make some decent, correct measurements. This thing is great. It's teeny tiny and weighs nothing since it's made out of titanium. Fits great in a pouch or a pocket just about anywhere because of the size. It'd be a great thing. I don't love it in the organizer because I like to keep my key organizer as thin as possible and minimal. But this thing is a great accoutrement to your key bar, and I really just wanted to call it out because I throw this in my pocket quite a bit. Oh, and who's this, you ask? This be me first mate, K. Radical Edward, the Ponagachi. This is a little AI-powered Wi-Fi hacking tool. It's built on a Raspberry Pi Zero wireless with a WaveShare hat. On the inside of this bag, we've got ourselves an Alpha Networks wireless card and a rechargeable battery. The bag is by Casa Dilegno Designs from their Casa Carry collection. The backside, we've got one of their Hack the Planet floppies and a 52 Graves Skeletor kek. This guy also has a quick attached little spinny carabiner here on the back from Tom Bin. Each one of these just snaps open, and this makes it easy to put it on a bag or a belt or something like that. But yeah, this is just like a Tamagotchi, but for poning wireless networks. He eats Wi-Fi handshakes for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I designed this user interface myself, mateys. It's on me GitHub if you're interested. Link in the description. We be hacking me own lab. Don't be all in a tizzy thinking I'm hacking all my neighbors. No, definitely not. Har. We ain't be stealing nothing, mateys. Nothing. No how. In me travels around the internet, I discovered a website, internationaloutdoor.com. It's a custom flashlight building website run by one Hank Wang. He makes his own custom flashlights that he likes to call Hank Lights. These are modified versions of flashlights that are commercially available. I can only assume the guy has a deal with Emisar/Noctagon, whatever you want to call the company that makes the D4V2. Has a deal to get parts from them, and then custom builds them to the specifications of the orders of his customers, like me. This version has 2 different LEDs. I don't want to blind you, but you can see just looking at the turned off LEDs, one is golder and one is redder than the other. These are 2 different temperatures, and when this flashlight is activated, we can go from cooler to hotter. And this is called tint ramping. This bright, blinding white light versus this very warm and hot light. And it's not a matter of brightness, it's the tone of the light, because we can go as bright as we want in either tone. But if you double tap it, both LEDs go into hard mode, and this thing goes bright as hell. This flashlight has a single button to deploy it. This lovely rubberized thing right here. One little press turns it on, one little press turns it off. Double tap and hold, it goes down in brightness. Do the inverse again to raise the brightness up. Triple tap it, and we'll go into tint ramping, where we're able to adjust that lovely temperature of this light to make it a little whiter or a little hotter than it was before. Single tap it again, the light turns right off. Give a little half twist on the tail, the battery disconnects, and now the button does nothing, and it won't deploy in the pouch. My Hank light, the D4V2, solid copper, from internationaloutdoor.com, mateys. Back into our pouch. I actually used the divider that's on the top, not the lower one for this flashlight. It's not easy to do one-handed. I'll do it like this. Pop that bad boy right in there. Perfectly secure. Ain't going nowhere. Alright, mateys. I'm gonna level with ye. I lied when I said that the only thing in this side of the pocket was the screwdriver bits. I don't be knowing if you're the authorities or not, but buried deep down behind everything else in this pocket, we got a Sharpie. Be looking like a traditional Sharpie marker, mateys. I mean, there's not much to say about it, right? Except for that it doesn't write. You won't be doing no graffiti with this, matey. This thing's for a little bit of something else. If you know what I mean. Ha-ha! Oof. The luckiest space pirate in the galaxy actually won this in a giveaway by the eternal homie, Antique Bloodlust. He makes these things by hand, mateys. That is a piece of G10, just like the scales of your knife be, stuck inside an actual Sharpie marker. The exterior, the cap, the components, they're all real Sharpie pieces, so there's nothing fake or imitated about it. It's a real Sharpie. It's Sharpie. Except for the sharp bit, G10. Yes, you never know, so be prepared. On the exterior pocket of the pouch be the pocket trash this week, mateys. The treasure that I've got for you is something that I really enjoy. This be the Lautie EDC Mechanic in tri-metal. This is zirconium, bronze, and copper. This is a fidget spinner ring. It's smaller than a ring that would go all the way on your finger. It stops at about the half knuckle, but that's by design. Zirconium has such an interesting texture. This thing has such a unique feel as it rolls around the inside of your fingers. On the outside, we've got this futuristic waffle pattern, I suppose, on the outside, with a deep bronzing to it. This thing is infinite fun, mateys. You can spin it either direction, and it's held together by a series of magnets and bearings. Magnets. How the fuck do they work? If you suffer from nervous anxiety and have stuff going on with your hands and you're stuck sitting at a computer console or the helm of a spaceship hurtling across the stars, well, a fidget toy can definitely ease that nervous tension and anxiety in your hands. It's completely ambidextrous, so if you need to do something with the other, just switch it right to a different hand or a different finger if you so choose. You don't actually have to spin it on the bearings, matey. You can just spin it between your fingers like you would an omen, and it spins just silently. Not that these clicks are very loud, especially if you go low and slow. The Lautie Mechanic, this week's pocket treasure. That be the pocket trash that leaves in the pouch this week. It is a fun fidget toy. I really enjoy it, mateys. There be no doubt this a chunky boy. There's no two ways about it, mateys. It's heavy, it's stuffed to the brim with gear, but this thing is still compact and utilitarian enough that you can throw this into a bag or carry it like a clutch like I have been whenever you need to bring tools with you on the go, mateys. You don't need a whole big tool bag when you've got a pouch like this. The notorious EDC All Good pouch in the woodland camo aesthetic. This was, in fact, provided to me for free by Tom at Notorious EDC to show off to you in a previous video, but I use it all the time, matey. This is one of me favorite pouches. Ain't no two ways about it. Treasures aren't always made out of silver and gold, mateys. Sometimes it be PVC and X-Pac. Yarn, if you be looking for patches from me boys over at the Data Crew, look no further. Use me discount code XERO15. Gets you 15% off your entire order, not including pouches. They're expensive. But 15% off t-shirts, patches, stickers, key tags, all the goodies they've got at datacrewla.com with a 15% discount from yours truly. In the pockets, I always keep a little something extra, if you know what I mean. In me coat, I've got a treasure map here. This is by Awesome Hank Gear. The design is a collab with the YouTube homie, Barbarian Brawny. It's a sweet pirate treasure map, Hank. Microfiber on one side, and then this lovely printing on the other. The perfect kind of thing for cleaning off screens, lenses, and helping you find your way back when you're lost at sea. And in me cargo pocket, As always, we got the snot rocket. I've been sick these last few weeks. Oh, it's terrible. I won't show you the inside of this hank, but this is a huge hank. This be handmade by Leslie over at Pod Creative. Check out that lovely embroidery we've got here. She sent me this with a trade for some patches. That's a little bonus. Thanks, girl. I appreciate ya. Hanks are amazing tools for cleaning up snot, dirty stuff, your hands when you don't have a napkin. There's just a million myriads of uses for a hank. It's always good to keep at least one of them in your pockets all the time. In my other pocket, I've got me wallet. This be the Zerofeud cup, the compact utility pouch in a lovely aqua color scheme. We got a patch on the front from Castle Grayscale. This be Invader Lum, me princess. Oh, me goddess. How I miss thee, Princess Lum. It's a collab with Stacks, it's a woven patch, and it's one of the true anime idols, me hearties. Inside the pouch, I won't go through a full pocket dump, but I've got some cash and some IDs. On this side, I've got a knife and a flashlight. Check out any of my other videos for a small knife flashlight ZF cup setup. And that's just what's in the pockets. The pouch is for the tools that I might need for the day. Well, mateys, the siren calls of these arcade machines be calling the captain's name. It's time to go on a sleigh ride, if you know what I mean. Seriously though, mateys, have yourselves a wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a like. It's the free social currency here on YouTube. It would just warm this old pirate's cold bones to get a little comment maybe down there. I don't know. It sort of helps with some sort of algorithmic machine learning nonsense that I don't know shit about. Anyways, have yourselves a wonderful day, and I'll see yous on the next treasure hunt. Later on, mateys.